Hi, welcome back to the Biblically Inspired Life. Today I'm coming to you from Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Baruch is here teaching at a local Bible college a short course on the book of Jeremiah, and I'm here with him as well. Yesterday he was talking about in the book of Exodus, chapter 24, where Moses is telling the people the commandments of God and what he expects of them. And they said, "We will do and we will hear." I think it's very interesting how counterintuitive that is. Normally we think that we will hear and we will do. And in fact, almost all Bible translations into English write it that way. But in the Hebrew, it says we will do and we will hear. Now, how can we apply that to our lives today? First of all, how can we be in a position to do, and what are we supposed to do? To think about that, we need to look at the concept of revelation in the Bible. There are two types of revelation. There's general revelation, which is actually the entire book of the Bible. This is general revelation. And what that means is it's for everyone. This is the Word of God. This is His revelation to all people. It applies to all of us. And then there is specific revelation. And this is what God is revealing to the individual. Now, how are we supposed to know the specific revelation for our lives? That's where we get into the idea of our environment. How can we create the right environment to hear from God? The first thing is to be in His Word. He is not going to reveal specific revelation to us if we are not obeying the general revelation that He has already provided for us. So in order to know that, we need to be in His Word. The second thing we can do is be in conversation with God. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean prayer. If you look at the word to pray in Hebrew, it's the word lahitpalel. That means it's a back and forth. It's a to and fro. So if you're just praying to God, that's only half of prayer. If you're making your requests known to Him and what you'd like to see happen and what your needs are, that's only half of prayer. The other half is listening. So we need to be in His Word to understand His general revelation to all people and obey that. Then we need to be in prayer with Him, conversing with Him, listening to Him. And the third thing we need to do is we need to be doing. We need to be actively involved in the plans and purposes of God that we know specifically now through His Word. And then as we go along, He's going to reveal what is specific to us. I can give you a personal example of this. When I was a young child, I came to the Lord at about the age of 6. And from the very beginning, God impressed upon me that I would marry someone who would be in full-time ministry. And in fact, the very first Bible verse that I remember memorizing was not John 3:16, which is what most people remember, but actually Isaiah 6:8. And that verse says, "Then I heard the voice of the Lord saying, 'Whom shall I send? Who will go for us?' Then said I, 'Here am I, send me.'" This was a blueprint for my future life. And it was only because from that age I was in His Word and I was submitting to the general revelation that I started hearing some specific revelation. So I'd like to encourage you today, as you grow in your walk with the Lord, to be in His Word, to obey the general revelation that He's given, to be in constant prayer with the Lord, conversing with Him, not only talking, but being silent and listening to what He is saying to you. And thirdly, is to be doing. Don't just sit back and do nothing and think that God is going to reveal everything to you in a personal, specific way. You need to be doing His will, obeying Him, and He's going to bring you into the plans and purposes that He has for your life, for your community, and even for the world. So I'd like to encourage you today to follow the Lord in all of these steps. Have a great day. Until next time. Bye-bye.